Hello, and welcome to the making of Scene of the Crime, a behind-the-scenes video.
Mirror enough scene, take 13.
So, let's start from the beginning. We started thinking of ideas for our House of Future Creators event back in February. I remember words being thrown out like interactive, thrilling, and immersive. But the big question looming over all of us was, how are we actually going to pull this off? And what actually is our story? We had a few definites we decided pretty early. It wasn't going to be a rom-com if Susie had anything to do with it. But we all liked murder mysteries, sci-fi, and time travel films, which is how Megan came to this unique idea of Knives Out meets Back to the Future. This was such a cool concept that as soon as we heard it, we just knew we were going to make it happen. Over the course of the next few weeks, we began creating the concept of the film. We started by discussing murder mystery archetypes, i.e. the shady businessman, the unexpected arrival, the jilted lover. We even used roleplay to explore characters, which was a fun experience. And then we had to think about the event, how we wanted our audience to be immersed in the world of film, and how would the time travel concept even work? That's where the Four Sarahs idea came in, which was a key moment in story development. We spent at least an entire morning with 13 of us thinking about how this concept would work, and eventually came to this idea that our main protagonist, Harold, would have known these four Sarahs during pivotal moments in film history. Then it was time to figure out what exactly we wanted to showcase from each era. We had silent films to talkies, featuring our amazing Flapper Girl dancers, Technicolor and widescreen, special effects stunts, classic car rear projection, and Star Trek style sci-fi effects. This was not an easy feat, and as the film's producer, I can remember throwing all these cool ideas out and then thinking, wait, how are we actually going to pull this off? By now, the script was underway with our amazing writers Tom, Maya, Ellie, and Megan, and it was time to cast our actors. Dylan and I took the lead on this, and honestly, it was a lot of fun. Watching audition reels and finding who was going to really bring our characters to life was a new challenge for us both. In early May, we began filming, and our first day was the interviews with Detective Bennett. We learnt a lot on this first day, mainly that setting up filming equipment takes so much longer than you think it would. And if you're in a small space, those filming lights get very, very hot. Using the kit was a really interesting experience. Throughout the traineeship, we got hands-on with filming equipment every week, so we were all familiar with it. But this time, we had to choose the exact equipment we wanted, set it all up in the right location, capture files, and even simple things like making sure all the batteries were charged and ready. You wouldn't believe how quickly those batteries die on you. May was quite a busy month for us. Not only were we filming and then having Harry take the lead on editing the film, we also had to make sure the event was being planned and figure out how to translate the on-screen story into an interactive activity for our audience, bringing back those key words from way back in February: interactive and immersive. Our creative director for the event, Tinashe, and our design team, Susie and Brandon, took the lead on planning the clue rooms, creating puzzles and challenges that related to film history for the audience to solve. They spent days coming up with and pitching ideas to us. We eventually decided on how we wanted the event to look, and they then coordinated with Brad, who was responsible for sound, to create that immersive experience for our audience. We did face some challenges during this experience as well. We chose to film in Wentworth Woodhouse, but the house was open to the public every day in May. Working around this and finding suitable locations was tough. Also, within our team, a lot of us had limited to no previous filmmaking experience at all. We were working off of what we had learnt in only the last couple of months. But really, the main challenge was that we had just 8 weeks to write, prep, film and edit our film, whilst also designing, planning and marketing the event, which actually completely sold out in less than a week. So I think we did a pretty good job there. We were fortunate enough to have the help of Sonder Productions, who were the trainees from last year. They were ready to give any advice or help they could whenever we asked. You could feel the genuine passion and excitement from each of them to help us create this film and event. And I think that's a testament to how incredible this traineeship really is, that they were always so excited to get involved wherever they could. Throughout this traineeship, we've had the chance to explore every aspect of filmmaking, and I'm so grateful every day that I got to be a part of it. I want to say a huge thank you to Wentworth Woodhouse and Children's Capital of Culture for bringing such an incredible opportunity to Rotherham. They opened the door to the filmmaking industry for so many of us who've always wanted to get into it, but never thought we could. With the amazing help of Tom, Steve, Andy and Maya as our mentors, we've learnt so much, gained amazing connections and had unforgettable experiences, and I genuinely can't wait to see what lies ahead for all of us.